Good morning, everyone. It's Lauren J. Welcome back, or welcome if you're new. I like to do get ready with me style videos using products that are new to me, or just need a little bit more love in my collection. Today I am coming to you with a full face of makeup already, so it's not going to be a get ready with me. It is going to be an empties video. And if you want to see the makeup that I have used up in the past year or so, please keep watching. All right, so I have my little dragon's hoard of empties right here in my little Chanel bag. So I last did an empties in, I think, May of last year. So this is about a year of empties. Another caveat to be is that this is not a full year of empties. It is also not necessarily when I started using a lot of these products. So it's not products that I've used up in a year. It's products that have used up in the space between my last empties video and this empties video. So just so you know. But I don't even know what I have in here right now. It's been, like I said, it's been quite a while, but I've used up quite a few things and I wanted to do this video right now. So let me pull out, okay. I just finished this up the other day. It's one of the products that inspired me to do this video right now. So I finished up an entire Le Beige Water Fresh blush. This is the one in light pink. This is the first one I bought probably when, I'm not sure when these came out, in 2022 or 2023, but I bought them when they first came out and I love this formula. I actually have the one in warm pink on today because I went and bought that one. I also have the one in deep bronze and the one in deep apricot. I use those as more like contouring and blush touring shades for me, and I also use them more in the summer. But this was really, really nice. I love the formula. It's so much fun. It's very, very light. Even for my very fair skin, it is very, very light, which is why I went with the warm pink ultimately when I, wanted another color in the pink family. So, but this is, it's an airless pump. You can see there's literally nothing left. Oh, there's some left. There we go. There's some left, but look. But as you can see, it is that fun formula where you just break the capsules. And then I originally started doing it by just sort of, popping it with my fingers over my cheeks, but I have recently switched to just using a brush, and that seems to work really well for at least warm pink. So we have that. Again, that was a little surprise extra, but this is done. And this was what, 0.5 ounces? Yes, 0.5 fluid ounces or 15 milliliters. And I believe they were $50, something like maybe $40. Cannot remember. I know they've since increased the price on these, or maybe they haven't. Anyway, I believe these were around $40 to $50. Very nice formula, really fun. I know some people don't really like them, but I really enjoy using them, and they give just a nice watercolor texture to your blush. Next, we have another airless pump product, another sort of serum-y break up the capsules type product, and this is the Rose Inc Skin Enhanced Luminous Tinted Serum. I picked this up in 20, which was the second lightest shade, and it is really, really nice. I really enjoyed it. I would compare it more to the Complexion Touch in the Water Fresh tint line rather than the Water Fresh skin tint. So yeah, it's just a little bit more concentrated, a little bit, this again was a little bit deeper. I tend to use the light shade in the Water Fresh tint, and I recently had someone use the Complexion Touch on me as an all over foundation, and they used the lightest shade on me. So, but this one I really enjoyed. Again, a bit for summer, a lighter coverage, and it's the kind you pump out and you break up on the back of your hand. Easy to use for me and very light. And this, I believe, is $50 now. It might have gone up in price again, but I believe when I bought it, it was $49. So it is a bit cheaper than the Water Fresh tint or the Complexion Touch, which retail for around $70 or $75. The Clarins Beauty Balm. So this is a primer. It is a thick primer. It came out like, again, this is the Beauty Flash Balm, so it came out as a thicker primer. I picked this up in the Clarins Advent Calendar, the 12-day Advent Calendar from last year. and I managed to use it up in a year. Just a regular bottle of, oops, there we go. Just a regular bottle of product. You can see there, it's a little bit tinted, but not very much. Just a very nice, you know, very nice refreshing primer, not too hefty or anything. So this was, let's see, this was 1.7 ounces or 50 milliliters. The rose ink was 30 milliliters or 1 fluid ounce. I have another Le Beige product from Chanel. This is the Water Fresh Tint in Medium Light. This was the travel size that came out last summer, and I picked this one up, and it is again 0.5 fluid ounces, so it is the same size as the blush. It's just the smaller size. Usually when you get the regular one, it is 1 full ounce, so you can see the difference. And I use this up. I really love the color, especially for summer. Very easy to use. And yep, just again, that super fun color. I don't think there's nothing left in there. No. Just a really nice color, a little bit deeper for me, and so again a little bit more appropriate for summer, but again it's a skin tint, so it's not going to give you that much color. And I did go through that one relatively quickly. I think I went through that in about a summer. For some skincare, I have the UV Essential. This came out again last year. It's the new version of their sunscreen, which used to come in the little square bottle, but this is completely used up. This is SPF 50, so it is the antioxidant, anti-pollution, broad spectrum, complete UV protection sunscreen. I've used all of this up. It has amazing smell. It's the same smell as the primers in the Healthy Glow line from the Winter Glow, and I really enjoy this. Chanel was one of the first sunscreen products that I used regularly way back in the mid-2000s. I really enjoyed that, and so bringing this back is kind of like a full circle moment for me. A very expensive sunscreen. I can buy the Trader Joe's sunscreen for $8.99 and it works just as well, but this again smells beautiful. Nice to treat myself and my skin every once in a while, but sunscreen is an essential for me, so this is a step, whether it's expensive or cheap, that I cannot skip. So I've been through so many sunscreens this year, in the last year, but I just wanted to mention this one because it was probably the most expensive sunscreen that I bought, and I did use the whole thing up. Here's some skincare. So I was on a Trader Joe's kick. At least for the last couple of years I've been on a Trader Joe's kick. I have used up the entire coconut body butter. These are, I think, less than $10 when you buy them. They just have the flip top cap. The texture is amazing. Smells like coconut, smells like that beautiful tropical scent. Use it after the shower. Just love these body butters so much. Another of the more affordable brands is the e.l.f. I have not bought as much e.l.f. lately, but in the last few years I bought a ton of e.l.f. products. This was from the Game Up collection. This was the Shield Me Setting Mist. Has one of those balls in it. It worked fine. It worked fine. I got it on sale. Not much else to say about it. Going through some of the products I finished up earlier in the year. This is the e.l.f. Cookies and Dream Primer. So it's one of their putty primers. As you can see, I bought this with the Cookies and Dream collection a couple years ago, so I finally finished it up. I love the putty primer. I have not used it as much because I have used the Chanel Healthy Glow Primer, but I really do like it. And then the e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer. This isn't empty because it dried up on me. So I don't like this formula as much as an eye primer. It's very thick. It's very hard to, it's one of those ones you really have to warm up. Really only works for me in the summer months. And as you can see, it just kind of got dry and crusty. So that's more of a, less of an empty and more of a, it's just going in the trash because I don't have time to reconstitute it and figure out what the orange discoloration is in it and all of that. So that's gone. I have two of these. These are the Noir Allure mascaras from Chanel. These are the kind that pop up. So I get rid of them. I cycle them out. So they're, heavy components. These are, I think, $40 or $42, a more expensive mascara, but I really do love the formula. I know not everyone loves these. But I'm looking forward to the new color that is coming out supposedly in the summer. I really just like the formula. I love the contraption. It's just fun. I love the rouge or anything. So yeah, I need to get a new one. This is one that I just one of these is one that I just like a couple of days ago threw in here, and I forgot to order a new one when I was recently at Chanel. So I'm working with a Maybelline mascara right now, which is perfectly fine. You don't need a $40 mascara, but I really do love it, enjoy it. A couple of foundations that I have finished up in the last year are the number 7 Restore and Renew Multi-Action Serum Foundation with Broad Spectrum SPF 20. Really like this. What color was it? I don't remember what color I picked this up in. I believe it was like calico or something like that. I really loved number 7 products for a really long time, and Walgreens has not pushed them as much lately, so I don't know. They've kind of like repackaged and reformulated a lot of things, but I bought this on the recommendation of Terra Babies, and I really did like it. It's really nice, serum-y foundation, a little bit thicker, of course, than like a skin tint, which I have gravitated towards in the last few years, but a really nice coverage, really beautiful color, and I really did enjoy it. I enjoyed mixing it with a lot of things. And then the Pacifica A Light Foundation, I bought this on sale from Ulta, and it took me a couple of years to finish it up. It is a thicker consistency, and I found it appropriate for some days and less appropriate for others. It again was very light on me. Since I have been out in the sun more, walking more, doing more things outside, I have needed something a little bit deeper, so this was just a little bit, you know, ghostly on me. But again, I mixed it with quite a few things. The formula does remind me of the e.l.f. Camo foundation, the one that originally came out. I know some people are very split on whether they like that one or not, but this was in 38 NF Neutral Fair, and just another pump, and I use this up by mixing it and sort of creating my own custom formula with primers and liquid bronzers and blushes. I do have one of those little spatula things, so even though it looks like it's not gone, it's been scraped in and out, and that's about all I'm getting out of it. I believe I taped this up so it wouldn't spill, but this is the Anastasia Luminous Foundation, and I really love this foundation. It's my perfect color. It's in 140, and it's got a little bit of a yellow tint to it, and I just love this foundation. I have fallen out of love with ABH in the last couple of years, but this hands down is one of my favorite foundations, and I would repurchase if it went on sale again. And it is a liquidy formula. It is my perfect color, goes on beautifully with a sponge or a brush. It's been a while since I've used it, but as you can see, it's, you know, it's pretty much well gone. And the only thing I don't love about it is that it does tend to leak. The pump mechanism, again, I've taped it on here, and even with this little as foundation that would be in it, it would just leak all over. So yeah, love it, but don't love the brand that much anymore, and don't love the component that much. But one of my quote-unquote holy grail foundations, because it is my perfect color and consistency. And one of the Maybelline Lash Sensationals that I've used, I used to use the Sky High. I have since switched to the Lash Sensational, which is a little bit easier to take off. I'm actually wearing one right now in the brownish black today, and this one I think is just in black. And I have another one over there that I need to, it's a bit old, so I need to get rid of it. But I really do enjoy this one. The comb is the, you know, it's the bent comb. I do like the formula, easy to get off, doesn't smudge. Not necessarily waterproof, but not necessarily messy either. And some lips. So I have affordable and luxury. So I have the e.l.f. Ride or Die Lip Balm. I believe they have changed the name and the component of this, so it's more like a sort of regular lip balm, like the Lancome style. But this had the screw-off cap. I love the smell of this. It was very messy to use because, you know, you just squeeze it out, and it was very hard, very thick. And so you would really have to get it around, and it was very pigmented. So if I use this at night, which is how I ended up using it up, I get stains all over my pillowcase because it's orange. So again, love the smell, like the color, but not my favorite formula. And then I have the Clarins lip oil. This is in 01 or 04? 04 Pitaya. This one came in the advent calendar from last year, and it has the big doe foot, and it's, as you can see, a very pink color. One of those ones, again, that I used at night. It had a very, very sweet scent and flavor. It's one of those classic lip oils, I think one of the first lip oils, and I like it, but nothing that I need to repeat in my life. I would have picked up the Clarins Advent Calendar again if they maybe put a different shade in there, but it was just the same shade. This is a little mini that I think I got from Ulta in like a little, one of those, you know, gifts with purchase. But this is the Bobbi Brown Extra Lip Tint in Bare Pink. Not that much left. I don't know. You can see I've dug down in there to get all of it. There wasn't that much to begin with, but I thought I would show it because it is one that I've used. I like it. It's a basic, nice lip tint. I don't know that I'd go all out to, you know, go and buy another one, but it was nice to have the little sample. And then the Dior Lip Glow Oil. This was the one in 12 Rosewood. So this is, again, I bought this after I got, I'm not sure if I got this after or before I got the Clarins lip oil, but it's got the same kind of big fat doe foot. So you can see it's a little bit more peachy, less bright pink. I don't know, it's a very distinctive smell and flavor. Again, I would just use this at night on my lips, and because it wasn't that super pigmented, you know, I didn't have that many issues with it, you know, transferring onto my pillowcase or anything. But that one is gone. I picked that up from the Dior website. And then finally, this one, I used this one up in, I think, less than a year. So this is the Guerlain Kiss Kiss Bee Glow. This is in 129 Blossom Glow. So I picked this up, and you can see that I dug down into there to get it all, but I use this like crazy. This is a really, really nice lip balm. Problem is it's $40. And as much as I like it, I went through it pretty quickly. It's more emollient than, say, the Chanel Rouge Cocoa Balm. It has a sort of a pH quality, which the Blossom Glow worked really well for me. It's kind of like a beige color. And, you know, the component is beautiful. I don't really want to throw it out, but there's not really a way you can reuse it. And I picked this up with the Summer Jean collection when that came out. This was the color that came out with last summer's, or was it 2022? Yeah, last summer's collection. Anyway, it was part of the summer collection and the newest color. Now they have another Pop Rose Glow that just came out with the Aura Glow collection. But beautiful component, beautiful formula, expensive. I am working through my Rouge Cocoa Balms right now. So until I finish up one of those, I'm not going to bring another one of these into my collection. And finally, I've been working on this one, you guys. I've been updating you on the progress, and finally it is gone. This is the Hourglass Diffused Light Ambient Lighting Powder, and there it is. There it is. You can see just a few little specks up here and up here, but it's gone. It's gone. And I bought this actually in March of 2020, and I didn't need to use it for about a year because I wasn't going anywhere. But then once I started using it, these things get used up pretty quickly. I remember I had a mini of this one that I was trying out because it was cheaper, but I went through it in like a month. I was really annoyed. So this one obviously lasted a little bit longer. Now I'm using my Guerlain Meteorites from the holiday collection, but really nice, very expensive. Hourglass was very not in vogue for a while, so you didn't see me using it a lot. I like it. I don't know that I need to repurchase it. Again, expensive. The shade range is not, or at least back then, was not super expansive. It was just that this is the more, again, yellow tinged one that worked really well for my skin tone. But yeah, it's beautiful component, everything, but again, not something I need to rush out and buy, even though it really does work for me. It's always fun to have something in your routine that works for you, but it's also fun to try new things and find out that they work equally as well for you. Even though the Guerlain Meteorites are $70 and this is 50, 60 something. So that's everything, guys, from my empties for about a year. And I am losing my voice, so I'm gonna cut it here. I am going to be filming multiple videos today because I'm going on a little vacation. But let me know what you think of the products that I finished up in the last year or so. Again, these are not necessarily the full year that I finished them, but also there were some that I finished up really quickly, like some of the lip balms and the lip oils. But let me know what you finished up recently, what you're looking forward to repurchasing or not. I need some water, so thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Any of those would be welcome, and all of them would be deeply appreciated. And I will see you in the next one, guys. Bye.